And then when God had put a mark on him, we come down now to verse 16. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. Where did Cain get his wife? When I first went on the air and said we would answer biblical questions, we had so many requests to know where Cain got his wife that we had to have the answer multigraphed. An awful lot of people were concerned with that man's wife. And there's no doubt of the fact that here is a problem that still is part of the property of the parlor atheist. Any little high school skeptic can learn this story. Well, the Bible says there was only one man and woman, and here's Cain born, and he went out to the land of Nod and found a wife. It doesn't say so at all. It says he went out to dwell in the land of Nod, and he knew his wife, and she conceived. Well, how did she get out there? He took her with him. Well, where did he get her? Who was she? Well, you turn over to chapter 5, just turn over the page, and you find verse 4 that it says, in the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. Yeah, but someone says, could he have married a sister? Well, if you had to drink out of the Delaware River, would you rather take it up in the mountains or down below the Schuylkill? After the filth of Trenton and Morrisville and Levittown and Philadelphia have gone into it, the human race is exactly like this stream. In the beginning it was pure. In fact, by the time of Abraham married Sarah. And when afterwards, as they went to Egypt, he said, tell everybody you're my sister. He was telling the truth. Because it says, she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. In other words, Abraham and Sarah were half brother and sister. Well, you say, is that kind of a marriage permissible? It was then. The stream was still pure. The sewage of each generation had not been thrown into the stream of the human race. And if you're really going to be picayunish about it, we'll point out to you the fact that Adam married his own rib. Which is far closer than marrying a sister. You see what fools people make of themselves when they try to find faults in the Bible. And the minute you explain what happened, everything becomes absolutely simple. And here, Cain took this wife. Collette, in his book all about the Bible, has estimated that in the several hundred years that Adam lived, that if only half the children were born grew up, and they probably all grew up at that time, and if only half that grew up got married, and you can be sure they all got married, and if only half that got married had children, and you can be sure they all had children by the dozen, that even at the half rate, Adam lived to see more than 1 million of his own grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, and great-great-great-great-greats. You know, it could work fast. You see, Adam produced them in a time of purity where nobody died, and where death was a very small factor in the lowness of the population rate, but rather there was the increasing and multiplying. And there was multiple choice for Cain, you can be sure of the fact.